Stephanie White, I've had it up to here with you. I've had it up to here. I know you are going to take zero accountability as always. As always, you blast the referees, I see. You flat out blast the referees for the horrible officiating on Aliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell. And I have to say, that's the only good thing.
Something is seriously wrong inside the Indiana Fever locker room. And tonight, it exploded. Chloe Bibby and Aliyah Boston absolutely went off on head coach Stephanie White after another humiliating loss. And if you think that's bad, Stephanie White turned around and blasted the refs, took zero accountability, and then in the most shocking twist, completely iced out Sophie Cunningham while protecting her favorites. What's happening in Indiana is pure chaos, and it might just tear the team apart. Let's set the scene. The Fever had one of their worst collapses of the season against the Dallas Wings. The third quarter, a complete disaster.
Redirects, Hines Allen, great entry feed. Aliyah with the finish plus the foul. Nuntis in the corner, can't hit. Long rebound, Beckers tips it to herself. 3-on-1, Segrist lays it in, plus the foul. A chance for three for Maddie Segrist. Segrist gets the free throw. Oh, look at Quinterly steal the inbound and lay it in. Sneaky, sneaky.
And everyone saw it. Stephanie White's rotations made no sense. Chloe Bibby was left stranded on the bench. Aliyah Boston was visibly frustrated on the floor. And Sophie Cunningham, she was basically erased from the game plan. Fans could literally see the tension boiling over. But what happened after? That's where it gets dark.
Jess made a video a couple of days ago, last damn game, telling y'all, do not give the ball to Kelsey Mitchell when the game is on the line. And I'll be damned if Stephanie White draws up a play, give it to Kelsey, and she doings the layup. Now, what's more crazy about all of this? Sophie Cunningham was literally standing there at the three-point line like this, wide open. I mean, my goodness, guys. I mean, my goodness. The internet has erupted, and they are going to be roasting Kelsey Mitchell today.
Sources say Chloe Bibby confronted White directly after the game, straight up telling her, "Your coaching cost us this game." Aliyah Boston backed her up, slamming her water bottle and calling out the lack of accountability. And here's the wild part. While Boston and Bibby were demanding leadership, Stephanie White turned the spotlight away from herself and pointed it straight at the referees. "The refs cost us, not me," she snapped in the press conference. But fans weren't buying it. Because while White was blasting refs, her own players were blasting her.
And sure did not coach a good basketball game. And I know you're not going to take any accountability for it. The refs are not the reason we lost this game. I'm going to tell you that right now. As piss poor and as trash as these refs have been, and how they should be getting bombed on, and how half of them should be fired and sent back to Home Depot and Smart and Final. Yeah, that's where they should be. They were not the reason we lost this game. We fell down 14 points to a team that had 8 wins on the goddamn season. Stop it. Stop it. Let's see if Stephanie White takes any accountability for how this game played out. And we know she probably won't.
Just had a lead in the middle of the third quarter, and then that big Dallas run was the difference. What did you see go sideways in that stretch?
Well, I didn't think our attention to detail on defense was very good. They got loose for some easy ones. We started fouling, getting to the free throw line, and turning the ball over. I mean, there were moments where, there's no transition defense for turnovers for scores. And, we had multiple in a row. I mean, 27 points off of turnovers. And, I felt like our...
And the story doesn't stop there. Reports of favoritism have been circling for weeks. Kelsey Mitchell, once the heart of this team, now looks like White's shield, defending her every move while other players suffer. And Sophie Cunningham, she's become the scapegoat. Plays that should run through her are suddenly going to Caitlin Clark or Mitchell. And when Sophie makes one mistake, she's yanked, benched, humiliated in front of everyone. But here's the million-dollar question. Why does it always come back to Sophie Cunningham? Why is she always the one punished while others get endless chances? Fans online are connecting dots, and what they've uncovered looks like a personal vendetta. Remember, White and Cunningham have history, and some believe White has never liked Sophie's fire, her toughness, or her connection to the locker room.
And I'm just so sick of Stephanie White, bro. I'm so sick. Like, Chloe Bibby had 12 points in 11 minutes. You sat her at the end. She didn't get no burn. She hit 3 threes first half, never gets back in, really. I mean, it's just terrible. You're a terrible coach. You are full of it. You're nothing but full of excuses non-stop. Excuse after excuse after excuse. I'm tired of it. I'm so sick of Stephanie White. It is what it is, man. Get down in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this. Stephanie White blasting the refs while also taking zero accountability for this loss. This is Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel.
You know, Kelsey got to look at it. It's unfortunate, but yeah, on to the next.
Chloe, you were on the floor during that late third stretch when the Wings went on that run. What did you see that went sideways for you guys in that stretch?
We were just turning over the ball. I mean, yeah, as I said, the 17 turnovers, and I think we just didn't match their physicality, and, you know, we needed to clean it up, and I think that's what happened in the fourth when the girls come in and they really looked.
I mean, you guys went on your own run there in the fourth, got back to obviously just the 1 point deficit. Just what changed between the third and the fourth, and what did you guys start doing well?
I think our defensive energy, we got to forcing them into some tough shots, and we defended without fouling, and that allowed us to get out in transition and allowed us to push the ball and get some easy buckets. I thought our ATO execution at times was really good. We, especially in that fourth quarter, we got some good looks out of it. But more than anything, again, when it starts on the defensive end, it allows us to get out.
Could this be jealousy? Could this be control? Or is Sophie simply being sacrificed to protect Caitlin Clark at all costs? The tension finally broke against the Mystics. Fever down double digits. Stephanie White benches Bibby and Cunningham, while Aliyah Boston is begging to get touches. Players on the bench were seen shaking their heads. Cameras even caught Sophie looking furious, muttering under her breath after another wasted possession. Fans heard it loud and clear. This wasn't just losing, it was sabotage. And now, the internet is in flames. Fans are tweeting, "Fire Stephanie White." Others are posting, "Stop blaming refs, take responsibility." And a viral clip shows Sophie icing her knees on the bench, completely ignored by coaches. The narrative is out there now, and Stephanie White cannot escape it. So where does this end? Chloe Bibby and Aliyah Boston are done staying silent. Sophie Cunningham's been pushed to the edge. And Stephanie White? She's losing the locker room, the fans, and maybe the entire season. The question is, when Sophie finally fights back, will the WNBA be ready for the truth? This isn't just basketball anymore. This is betrayal, favoritism, and a coach under fire. And trust me, this story is only getting started.